Today, Frontier dropped the official announcement trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 3, and in this video we're going to go over what that trailer is, everything that's in it, and all the information that we know about the game so far. This includes pre-order information as well as the Deluxe Edition information. But before we get too far into it, let's just go ahead and watch that trailer.
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is Savannah and I'm very excited to be talking about Jurassic World Evolution 3 for the very first time here on the channel because the trailer that you just watched launched today. We've got our first peek at what the game will look like, and I've gotta say, pleasantly surprised with what I'm seeing. But before we jump into the trailer, let's go over just some housekeeping stuff here. The game, of course, is being released on October 21st, 2025, so we do have a few months to wait. It will be coming to Steam, PS5, the Epic Game Store, Xbox, and Windows. There will be a base game as well as a deluxe edition, the base game being $59.99 US and the deluxe edition being $69.99. We'll go into what the deluxe edition includes here in just a little bit, but jumping back into the details of the game for just a second here, I did get some information from Frontier, and as always, thank you so much to them for giving me early access so I can go ahead and put this video together for you and cover the announcement. Starting off with over 80 awe-inspiring prehistoric species, over 70 of which allow you to manage, breed, and nurture families of dinosaurs across entire generations. Rear them from playful juveniles into awe-inspiring adults, each with distinct female, male, and juvenile variants. Park guests will marvel as these majestic creatures socialize and react to the vibrant world around them, manage unique social needs, and observe brand new behaviors with semi-aquatic dinosaurs venturing into deep water to feed and pterosaurs landing to walk. Moving on to the creativity side of things, as you may have noticed in the trailer, looks like we are getting a massive improvement to the building mechanics in the game. Create jaw-dropping parks with new creative tools never before seen in the Jurassic World Evolution series. From groundbreaking terrain editing to modular scenery customization, build and tweak every aspect of your park from the ground up. Build your sites with naturalistic enclosures using steep slopes and scenery. Introduce stunning new attractions like the balloon tour and up-close attractions that let your guests see and touch prehistoric animals with gentle giants encounter. So obviously Frontier is saying here, never before seen in the Jurassic World Evolution series, but we sure as heck have seen it in Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, and that looks to be, my guess, is what exactly we're getting. We're getting modular scenery customization. That is the only thing that can mean in my eyes, and I'm here for it. I'm so very excited. We are in my greatest hopes, I guess. We're getting a Planet Zoo game with dinosaurs, and that is more than I could have ever asked for. I have felt a long time that Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2 were kind of just very similar to one another. 2 had some additions and some upgrades from the first game, but as somebody who obviously likes to build pretty things and watch my animals use those pretty things, this sounds like it's just going to be hands down so much better than the first two games for you creative builders out there. So improvements to the guest side of things as well. I'm so excited that guests are actually going to be able to interact with some of the animals. Now, it doesn't actually say exactly which ones that will be accessible for, but it sounds like either with baby, I'm assuming like baby herbivores, right, is what they're going to be able to go and pet and whatnot. Possibly some adults, I don't know yet, but that's super exciting. A new balloon tour is great. I still very much want like a boat tour or like a train ride as well, but maybe we'll see that in a future DLC. But more things for the guests to do is fantastic. And lastly, create, upload, and share cross-platform community creations using the Frontier Workshop. Browse the very best creations from the community and place them in your own game or craft your own custom parks, buildings, and enclosures before sharing with other players to use. Music to my ears. So not only are we going to be able to modularly build whatever the heck we want, but we'll be able to share that with the community, with each other, download different builds. It's amazing. It's just what we have in Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, so I'm very excited with that addition to the game. We are, of course, going to get a whole new campaign series as well, and we'll be joined by familiar faces such as Ian Malcolm, of course, voiced by Jeff Goldblum, like they have been before, and embark on a non-linear campaign across a sprawling world map filled with iconic locations such as the Montana Badlands and the new locations such as Japan, each offering thrilling new challenges. Every decision will test your park management skills as you balance competing human interests with the delicate integration of dinosaurs into the modern world. You'll need to judge your reputation with these 3 influential industry sectors and the unique demands of an array of site-owning clients. But be warned, not everyone wants to see the dinosaurs thrive. I played a lot of the campaign in Jurassic World Evolution 1, but not so much in the second game. However, with the additions of the building and the new animals and the breeding and all that kind of stuff, we're going to talk a little bit more about management here in just a second. I do see myself jumping more in to this one and giving it a go. I'm hopeful that it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of gameplay. I'm hoping that it's not repetitive and that I can really get some hours out of it, you know, and have fun with it. Now, talking about that park management just a little bit, powerful and accessible park management tools provide control over your park's operations. But chaos is the only certainty, so prepare for disaster using new security cameras that will help automate the response to escaped dinosaurs and deploy your maintenance ATV team to keep threats contained by delivering critical repairs across the site. All good stuff. So excited. Now, along with the trailer, Frontier did send over some screenshots for me, including this gorgeous screenshot of obviously a Japan-themed landscape, gorgeous mountain in the background, and really highly themed buildings in the foreground, along with those cherry blossom trees. It looks fantastic. Now, keeping in mind that I don't actually know what of this is a piece in and of itself or if it is modularly built and placed in this screenshot. We don't quite know that yet, but I'm absolutely loving like the Zen garden style sand over there on the right. The pathing looks amazing. We've got that fountain in the middle. The pops of color with the cherry blossom trees is also absolutely fantastic. We also got this screenshot, which looks to be the same park, but from a different angle. I'm loving the details in the pathing. It looks like maybe potentially there's paths overlaid on top of paths there in the foreground with the little strips of stone going through the more solid concrete paths. That is something that's possible in Planet Coaster 2, so I'm wondering if that mechanic has been brought over to Jurassic World Evolution 3. However, in the trailer, we really didn't see any of the actual building gameplay itself. So my one big question in looking at these first 2 screenshots here is hitboxes. That is one of the most annoying things about the first and second game, is that I felt like pieces that you could place down, they had such giant hitboxes that you really couldn't do too much. Like, they couldn't get close to each other, you couldn't get super detailed. So I'm really wondering if the mechanics will be exactly like Planco 2 and Planet Zoo. Like, are we going to be able to overlay pieces onto each other or into the ground, you know, things like that. So I'll be interested to see when they release more details about the building mechanics, but I can only assume if it says modular customization that will be what we're getting. I mean, I can hope and I can wish, and I sure do hope that I'm right. Moving on to another screenshot, we have a desert. I'm assuming Malta is returning. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This landscape is beautiful. The water looks amazing. The first thing that I'm noticing right off the bat in this screenshot is the height that's integrated into the back right-hand corner there with all the aviaries on different levels. All those rocks look absolutely amazing, and I'm wondering if they're individual rocks or if it is part of the terrain tool. We kind of saw in the trailer they were making that like little canyon with the terrain tool, and it was kind of popping rocks along the sides of the cliffs. So I'm curious exactly how that works, but either way, it looks absolutely gorgeous and not really something that we were able to achieve in the first 2 games. So I'm super excited for that. We do have a lagoon in here, and the lagoon in the far back left looks like it's actually surrounded with rocks rather than just surrounded with the normal lagoon wall. So I'm wondering if hitboxes for the aviary and the lagoons as well are kind of not a thing. Like, are we going to be able to build and create like custom encasements for aviaries or custom walls for the lagoons? Would be pretty cool if we could. I do see a zip line in the back there, so can confirm that that is returning. But other than that, I don't see anything from a very quick glance that's jumping out at me. It looks fantastic. Moving on to what is so hands down my favorite part of the game, we have some screenshots here of the animals. So this looks like the T-Rex with their little babies on either side, and the fact that breeding is being added to the game, can I just say, out of left field, I'm so shocked but so excited about it. It's gotta be Frontier's direct response to the things that Prehistoric Kingdom is doing. Prehistoric Kingdom is integrating babies, they integrated breeding and all this kind of detailed stuff with their management for the animals, and so I'm super excited. Whether they were copying that or taking a hint from them or not, I'm just excited that it's going to be in the game. These animals look absolutely fantastic. Moving on to little Triceratops and the baby here. Super cute. I'll be interested to see how the growing mechanics work in the game. Are the animals just going to be babies until they're not? Do they hatch out of an egg at a certain size, they stay that way until they're an adult? Like, how many variations are there? The information that I got did say male, female, and juvenile, so I'm assuming they're going to just stay babies until they're not, and they'll just kind of like, you know, pop into bigger animals just like in Planet Zoo, which I'm not mad about, but we'll have to see. We'll have to test it out when we get to play the game. Moving on to our third screenshot, lots of excitement in this one. We've got our long necks walking into the water, and the fact that they're walking into the deeper water and interacting with that is super cool. We did not have deep water in the first 2 games, and so this addition is also very exciting. This is going to make your parks and your animals, for that matter, just seem that much more realistic, more interactive, more things to watch the animals do. I'll be interested to see if any of the animals have specific water like interactions or animations. It did mention in the information that they'll enter the water to eat. So if we'll have different feeders or how that will work, or is there just going to be like any water you place down is automatically going to have fish in it and the animals that can eat that just will. We've got some like lily pads all over the top. I'm wondering if those are individually placed or if they're kind of more just like a terrain brush. We kind of briefly saw in the trailer that terrain paint brush, or that landscaping brush was just kind of putting landscaping down. That's not new. That was something that was in the first 2 games, but what exactly is included in that, I don't know. But really cool screenshot, still in that Japan-inspired park. So those cherry blossoms still look absolutely fantastic, poking out here and there all over the screenshot, given a little bit of color. I think it's fantastic. And last but not least, you will have to forgive me. I don't automatically recognize what animal this is, so I'm not even going to try. However, the baby is adorable. Look at its oversized giant wings comparative to its body. It's super, super cute. What interests me most in this screenshot is look at all the decorations and the height and the different things that are inside this aviary. We obviously have a incredibly similar styled aviary to the second game. So I'm imagining those are placed down just like they were, and they'll kind of click together just like the lagoons work. However, with the addition of the building tools that we have, look at what you can create. You can theme out your exhibits based on what you want them to look like. It could be based on the environment the animal comes from, the style of your park. So much opportunity for creativity, and again, I'm just so excited about it. I think this looks fantastic. Now, I do have to admit, I'm putting this video together a bit at the last minute, as per my usual, but time got away from me, life got busy. So if you found anything else in these screenshots that I kind of overlooked, let me know down in the comment section below, and let me know what you're most excited for of the stuff that we've talked about so far. I'd love to hear it. Now let's talk a little bit about the deluxe edition of the game. As a reminder, the deluxe edition is going to be $69.99 US, $10 more expensive than the base game. Now for that $10 extra, in the deluxe edition, you will get an additional 4 spectacular prehistoric species of the family unit. So you'll get a male, a female, and juvenile variants for the Protoceratops, the Guanlong, I did not say that correctly, I can already tell you, but that dinosaur, the Thanatos Draken, I think I did better with that one, and the Concavenator. Those 4 species you'll get with the deluxe edition. So for your $10 extra, 4 extra animals. And they look fantastic. The Protoceratops, this tiny little dinosaur, is absolutely adorable. The one I cannot pronounce, the one that starts with a G, that bottom left-hand picture there, those guys look super interesting. I love the crest on their snout, and the coloration is very cool. I will say, all of the patterns that we've seen so far, I am appreciating what I feel is more of like a subtlety in their colors, like the little Protoceratops with their little dots on their back. Super, super cute. The Concavenator does have some like stripy stuff, you know, Frontier loves to make their dinosaurs stripy and colorful, but they're kind of all like earthy, natural colors and tones. And I personally appreciate that a little bit. Sometimes I think it can be a little much with all the bright colors. So I'm thinking that all these dinosaurs, to me, look fantastic. Now, I don't approach that with any sort of knowledge on like the real like fossil record or real documentation of what we think these animals would look like. I'm personally just looking at it from like an aesthetic point of view. I think they look like really cool animals, but I'm sure some of you have different opinions. So as always, please do leave those down below in the comments so that we can talk about it. I would love to learn more about these animals and hear what you think about them. In addition to those 4 animals, you will also get a special Mosasaurus skin, unique Clark County scenery, and 3 ATV skins for the maintenance and repair team. These ATVs I think are going to be super fun. We saw in the trailer, it looks like you can drive them first person around your parks. I'm wondering how much of that will be doing the maintenance and repairs yourself, running around and taking care of your animals yourself on your ATV. But you'll get additional skins to make your ATVs look a little bit different. The Mosasaurus skin looks really, really cool with its bioluminescence, so we can obviously see that that is coming back to the game. So I'm sure some of the other animals will probably have bioluminescence skins, but this one is specific to only if you purchase the Deluxe Edition. The Clark County scenery in the bottom left-hand corner actually looks very like Atlantis to me, but I really like the fountains and the colors on the roofs, the sharks swimming around. Well, it's probably not sharks, it's probably a prehistoric animal swimming around in the fountain, all of which looks really, really cool, and a style that I don't really remember having in the previous games. Again, don't know what of these pieces are like placeable pieces or what has been built piece by piece or with whatever that modular customization that they talked about. We'll have to see. But the fountains actually look really, really cool with the lights and everything and the water shooting up out of them. Super, super cool. So that's everything that you get with the Deluxe Edition, but there is also some additional stuff if you pre-order the game. These bonuses include scenery items inspired by the original Jurassic Park's iconic dig site. This includes the canopy, a mobile home, fossils, computers, a fossil finder, and a prop ATV. It'll include 5 Badlands scenery blueprints and an exclusive Badlands ATV skin for the maintenance team. So another ATV skin. They're really going hard on these ATV skins here if you pre-order the game or get the Deluxe Edition. But these scenery pieces look great. I absolutely love the computer there with the Velociraptor curled around on the screen just like you see in the original Jurassic Park movie. The fossil finder looks really, really cool. I just obviously give me all the pieces, all the building pieces, all the detail pieces, give me all of them. I will always take more. Thank you so much. So very excited that they're giving you a little bit of a bonus for pre-ordering the game. I don't actually think they told me when pre-orders go live. I got a lot of information regarding the game, so if I've forgotten it, I apologize. But when I find out for sure, I will absolutely update you and let you know. But very cool. Super, super cool. And that's it, all the definitive information that I have on the game as of right now. I hope you're as excited as I am. To be quite honest, I have burnt myself out just a little bit on Planet Zoo. Couldn't really get into Planet Coaster 2, although I will give it another try in the future after a couple more updates. So I'm just more excited, even though it's a few months out, to have a new game to really sink my teeth into, to get hours of gameplay out of, and really get back into my content creation rhythm again. It's no secret that I've kind of taken a big step back. So I'm hoping that this game is what I need to kind of pull me out of my rut. But that's just me personally, what I'm excited for. I absolutely love everything that I'm seeing in the game. You do let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Correct me, tell me things that I missed, ask me questions, anything and everything put down in that comment section below. And of course, while you're down there, leave a like, really does help out me and the video, and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future Jurassic World Evolution 3 content, as I will be covering as much as I possibly can. But until next time, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!